Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is December 22nd, which means I'm 3 weeks and 1 day into my ketogenic contest prep, which also means I've been terrible at giving you updates because I gave y'all one for week 1 and haven't given you one since. So let me redeem myself. This is going to be really quick and to the point because I've had a lot going on, and I apologize, but no excuses. No excuses. I'm going to get better, all right? So real quick, I'm going to flash back to some footage I took of my week number 1 meal prep so you can kind of see what my baseline is and then know what I'm adjusting and what I'm about to talk about going forward. So rewind week 1. This is the footage of the meal prep. What's up, everybody? Robert Sykes, KetoSavage.com. Got some meal prep action going on for you. This is week number 1 of contest prep. So going to kind of walk you through what we got here. This is for the first week. My macros for this are, first of all, 2,748 calories, 231 grams of fat, 21 grams of carbs, and 150 grams of protein. That breaks down to about 21% protein, 3% carbs, 75% fat. So, first of all, I don't have it on here because it's a drink, but I wake up, I have my morning coffee, which is 1.5 scoops of MCT powder. Quest brand, really good stuff here. And then I'll put about 3 tablespoons of heavy cream in that as well. And this is an Americano with coffee, a little bit of flavoring, sugar-free flavoring, and water. So my next meal, bacon and eggs. I got 3 pieces of bacon and 3 eggs cooked in 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. This is the mixings for a fat shake that I do, which consists of half a cup of coconut milk, 3 ounces of cream cheese, another scoop and a half of MCT powder, half a scoop of whey, and 3 tablespoons of heavy cream as well. Going now to the next meal of the day, we have a keto barbecue fathead pizza. These things are really delicious with some barbecue sauce that is low in calories. I just kind of calculate this for the pizza crust and the pork, but that meal, this here, is 44 grams of protein and 50 grams of fat for a total of 645 calories, and some celery for some fiber on the side. So those, and then the final meal of the day for me is 2 Angus beef burger patties with some mixed vegetables. That's my largest meal of the day at 720 calories, 49 grams of protein, and 56 grams of fat, 7 grams of carbs, a lot of which is coming from the fiber. So that's kind of a quick glimpse at what my starting meals look like for the week. With keto, you could do like the same concept of flexible dieting. I can go in and I can calculate all my macros, make sure everything fits, and all is well. I personally prefer to have everything cooked out for the week because, one, it just is one less thing to have to think about and worry about and concern myself with when I've got other stuff going on. Just grab it and go. I like that concept. And 2, that way I can know with absolute certainty what the variables are. If I want to take out, 5 grams of protein, I could take out, 1 piece of bacon, and I know everything else stays the same. It's consistent. That way I can fine-tune the prep in its entirety. This is the first year I'm using a food scale, so I'm going to have it down to a science, and I'm going to bring a level of conditioning that has not yet been seen from me on the stage. So get ready. Keto contest prep, week 1. Gonna make some noise. Alright, that was week 1. Hopefully I explained pretty well what I was eating, what my macros were. Going forward now in week number 3, my weight, I actually woke up at a new low this morning of 174. So I believe I started prep at 180, 181, somewhere in there. I'm 174, so that's 7 pounds down. Real quick note on that, my height, I think I did a video a while back with my highest weight, which was 185, 186, and then I had Thanksgiving, and I lost weight, and I started prep December 1st. Real quick comment on that. A lot of people, and I see this all the time in competitive bodybuilding, people have this number in their head of what they want to compete at and what they need to bulk up to in order to compete at that, and it's so skewed because you're carrying so much more weight than you think, especially if it's your first show. My first show, I bulked up to 230, thinking that I was going to compete at 200. I didn't step on stage until I was 150. All right, so I lost a lot more weight than I anticipated. So don't let yourself have that skewed image in your mind of what you need to get up to weight-wise in order to cut down and compete at a certain weight. Compete at whatever weight is your best, and whatever class is your best. If you're, over that class but you look better, then so be it. You want to bring your best conditioning, your best package. That said, give yourself enough time too. There's no sense in running it down to the wire to try and put on an extra 5, 6, 7 pounds, and if you're just gonna lose it. Because when I was at 186 earlier this year, in November, then went to Thanksgiving, I basically just let my body do whatever it wanted to. I ate instinctively during Thanksgiving. I didn't count anything. I wasn't even in prep yet. I just let my body do what it felt it should naturally. And then I lost 4 or 5 pounds. Basically, when you're force feeding yourself or you're bulking, you're eating a lot of excess calories, and a lot of that is going to be just fat, Even though I was still lean, there was just extra fat that I was having from eating excess calories. So I personally, right before I start prep, I like to just let my body instinctively get to a weight that it would naturally be at. And for me, that was 180, 181. Fast forward now, 3 weeks in, I'm 174. I'm leaner than I was for sure. I haven't checked my body fat yet, but I'm going to do that probably this week sometime, and I'll give you another update on that probably next week sometime. So I'm 174 now. It's been a smooth transition thus far. I have not felt hungry. I've had incredible energy. My energy is so much better now than it was in the off season. I had a lot of energy then. I don't want to tout too much because it just looks like I'm trying to promote keto, yada yada yada. But I had predicted before I started prep that doing a prep in ketogenic state would basically mean that I'm decreasing my protein, decreasing my calories, and kind of simulating more of a starvation mode, which is where ketosis thrives, which means my beta hydroxybutyrate has been increased. I ran out of those test strips, but I'm going to get some more of the blood strips, not the urine strips, but the blood strips. Check that again, and I think I will see a significant increase in that. That said, my energy is sky high, my motivation is sky high. I go into the gym and I kill it. My strength has improved. In the off season, my deadlift 1 rep max, I don't really ever do 1 rep maxes, but I'd PR at the end of my working set, at the end of a training session, I was getting 465 for one. Last week I got 475, and then the next deadlift day I got 485. So I've PR'd twice in 2 weeks after starting prep. And that's without any carbohydrates. My protein's decreasing, and my fat is staying pretty consistent. Basically, how I'm going about my macros now is I'm staying pretty instinctive with it, but I'm basically subtracting 5 to 10 grams of protein and 5 to 10 grams of fat with every week, just to kind of see how my body reacts. And so far, it's been a gradual decrease in weight. Energy stayed high, strength has stayed high and increased, and I felt tremendous. So, all is well on the Western Front with the ketogenic contest prep thus far. Pumps are still good. I have no complaints. So yeah, that was basically all I have to say. I'll give you an update as I know more. I have access to a high-end body fat scale now, so I'm going to go see what my body's readings are on that, and I'd like to get my blood test done as well, and I'll do videos on both of those. So, quick update on that. It wasn't a super entertaining episode. Hope it enlightened you as to where I'm at currently. I will continue to give you more consistent feedback going forward. So, holla at you later. Bye.